3, 2, 1, action.
Steve's adventures.
Am I the a-hole? I, 19 female, have two stepbrothers named Dave, 23 male, and Jack, 25 male. I have one half-brother who is 9 male. Growing up with them was honestly a nightmare. I don't get along with them or their mother, my stepmom. My mom died before they came into our lives, so she's really the only mother figure I've ever had. It'd be a whole lot get into, but in general, they bullied and teased me from the moment I met them. Their mom played favorites quite a lot, and I would get disciplined for little things like leaving a light on while their sons lived in absolute filth and didn't shower for weeks. I was forced to get a job at 15 while my stepbrothers were allowed to live at home rent-free, no job or college. I moved out last year to stay at my stepaunt's, stepmom's sister. Almost everything I make goes to rent a room from her and still contribute to chores/housekeeping for parts of the house that I'm not even allowed to use. Staying with her and still within my family's control is the only way they would let me keep in touch and see my little brother, who I practically raised. They use him to threaten me every time I do something they don't approve of. I went on a weekend trip with friends a few hours away. When I came back, I realized that my entire family was waiting for me on the couch. Older brothers, stepmom, and my dad. All just sitting there waiting for me to walk in the door. When I did, they started yelling at me and telling me that I'd turned my location off and that they couldn't text me because I ignored them. And how dare I tell my friends not to respond? Yes, they found and harassed my friends. The whole argument turned into them following me to my room. When I opened the door, I saw the entire thing was trashed. 3-day-old food, rotten bowls and plates, old pizza boxes all piled up on my bed, which had been stripped of its sheets and was completely bare. Dirty clothes and trash everywhere. It smelled like piss. I lost my shit at that point because I knew the stuff was my stepbrother's. When I asked why it was in there, they said that they let him and his friends play D&D and sleep there because they were in a rough spot and boys just get rowdy sometimes. Let it stand that I have OCD, which I've learned to manage myself, but was crippling during high school and literally almost drove me off the deep end. I don't let it interfere with other people or their lives, but it very much impacts mine, and the fact that they allowed my stepbrother and his friends to trash my room knowing that it would basically make the whole thing a biohazard for me speaks volumes. I slammed the door in their faces, grabbed my essentials and left. I haven't spoken to any of them since, but now they're accusing me of leaving my aunt without necessary income and overreacting. I responded by posting their texts to me online. Somehow the pictures found their way to my stepmom's boss. It's a very small town, and they're threatening to review her employment due to it.
I believe she's not the a-hole because parents have the obligations to know their children's limitations.
What about you guys? Tell me in the comments, what do you think?
Don't forget to
Subscribe.